In Turkey, there's a war being fought, and the battleground is your online shopping cart. Today, we're diving deep into the massive rivalry between two e-commerce giants, Trendyol and Hepsiburada, as they fight for control over one of the fastest-growing digital markets on the planet. And look, this is way more than just online shopping. This is a genuine clash of titans. We're talking about two very different companies using brilliant and, frankly, completely opposite strategies to win you over. The stakes here are absolutely huge. So let's meet our contenders, shall we? In one corner, you've got Trendyol. They're the challenger, backed by the global powerhouse Alibaba, which means they have deep pockets and some serious tech behind them. They started in fashion but have just exploded into this all-in-one super app. And in the other corner, we have Hepsiburada. They're the OG, the trusted original, famous for reliability, especially when you're buying big-ticket stuff like electronics. So how are these two giants tackling the exact same market? Well, as we're about to see, their strategies are fundamentally different. And honestly, understanding those differences is the key to understanding this entire battle. It's what makes this whole thing so fascinating.
To really get a grip on how this is all playing out, we need to decode their playbooks. And it turns out both companies are using two core economic theories that pretty much reveal everything about how they operate.
Okay, first up is this idea of network effects. It's a really simple but incredibly powerful concept. The more people that use a platform, the more valuable it becomes for everyone on it. It's like a snowball effect. More users create this kind of gravitational pull that just sucks in even more users. And here is where their strategies just completely split. Trendyol is all about cross-side effects. The more fashion sellers they get, the more buyers show up, and of course, more buyers attract even more sellers. It's this amazing feedback loop. Hepsiburada, on the other hand, they build their strength on same side effects. The more buyers leave good reviews on electronics, the more trust other buyers have, which makes it the go-to place for reliable tech. So that brings us to our second big idea, the two-sided market. You see, at their core, both companies are basically matchmakers, right? They connect buyers and sellers. But the huge difference, the thing that lays their strategies bare, is in how they make their money from that connection. Let's just look at how they cash in. Trendyol basically runs a non-stop auction for your eyeballs. They push sellers to constantly pay for ads and promoted listings just to get seen. Hepsiburada goes a more traditional route. They just charge higher commission fees for each sale and offer services like logistics. Two platforms, two totally different kinds of financial pressure on the people trying to sell you stuff. Okay, that's all the theory. But does any of this actually hold up in the real world? Let's take a look at the evidence from the field and see how these strategies actually feel for real shoppers. This quote just nails the public perception perfectly. We're looking at some findings from an informal poll, and this feeling was a super clear theme. People have really specific reasons for picking one over the other. And guess what? It lines up exactly with their core strategies. And this chart just visualizes that split beautifully. In this little poll, a whopping 70% said they preferred Trendyol, and they all pointed to its dominance in fashion and its incredible delivery speed. The other 30%, they were loyal to Hepsiburada, saying they value its reliability and trustworthiness, especially for important buys like electronics. It's a clear divide, speed versus trust. You can even see their strategies just by opening their apps. Seriously. When you open Trendyol, the whole experience is about you. It's a super personalized feed that's tailored to your tastes. Hepsiburada, though, gives you a more traditional, category-based homepage. It's designed for you to browse and discover things more broadly. So, why should we care about this fight between two companies? Well, because the outcome has massive real-world consequences, not just for shoppers and sellers, but for the future of the entire digital economy. For us, the users, it really boils down to a classic trade-off. Trendyol is building this whole ecosystem, food delivery, payments, you name it, that's incredibly convenient. But the price of that convenience is that it locks you in. Hepsiburada is competing by offering just immense choice and variety, basically positioning itself as a trusted digital department store. And for sellers, the choice is just as stark. If you're on Trendyol, the pressure is relentless. You have to constantly pour money into advertising just to get your products noticed in a super crowded marketplace. On Hepsiburada, the pressure is more straightforward, a higher fixed commission on every single sale you make. And if we zoom out to the bigger picture, there's a pretty significant risk here that policymakers are watching very, very closely. If one platform wins and achieves total market dominance, it could mean less competition and the consolidation of a truly enormous amount of our personal data
into the hands of just one company.
So, what's the end game here? As this battle continues to rage, it's not just shaping the future of online choice in Turkey. It's also a powerful case study for what we can probably expect to see in digital markets all over the world. So let's just boil it all down one last time. Trendyol's game is all about ecosystem integration. It uses those powerful network effects to create speed and lock you in. Hepsiburada's strategy is built on a foundation of trust and a huge product selection, offering reliability and variety. Two powerful titans, two completely different paths to victory. You know, if there's one thing that truly stands out from all this, it's the sheer jaw-dropping speed of Trendyol's transformation. It was fueled by Alibaba's money and their playbook, and it just goes to show how powerful and fast platform integration can be, turning a niche app into a do-everything giant almost overnight. And that leaves us with a final and pretty crucial question to think about. As this trend continues all over the globe, with platforms everywhere fighting to become our one-stop everything app, what does that ultimately mean for our ability to choose, for small businesses, and for the future of the digital marketplace itself?